Hey friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans. I'm here to plan the next week, another plan with me. I'm here to plan. Wait, this is feeling confident about how this is gonna go. So this is the last week of June and the last week before I make a change. Just gonna sneak that. You'll actually know more when I do my July setup on Thursday's video. So I guess we'll just kind of jump into this because what else are we gonna do? That's why we're all here. It is quiet currently at my house because my children just left. Oops. To spend like 4 days at my parents' house. It's nice because it gives them time with my parents and my parents' time with them, and it also gives me a break. And so it's Friday when I'm filming this. I'll be back on Tuesday. So my husband has to work the rest of today because it's the afternoon, and he'll have to work Monday and Tuesday, but they come back on Tuesday. But we'll have the weekend. And specifically why we're doing it now is because our anniversary is on Sunday. So when you see it, it will already have passed. But it is our 12-year wedding anniversary, which I'm kind of in shock that we're at 12 years. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been 12 years. There are times that it's like, I don't remember life before we were together. And then there are other times that it's like, how has it already been over a decade? It's just, I don't know. It's kind of a weird, like, how, why? I don't understand. But it's 12 years. We're not doing anything spectacular. 10 years, we went back on, so we did our honeymoon in Maine. We went to Kennebunkport, Maine. Which, yes, seems like a very random spot for a honeymoon. And it was, but it was amazing. It was so beautiful. We loved it. It was unique. We had rented a cottage. And so we had like a whole little mini house basically to ourselves. And the place was absolutely beautiful. We didn't do much. Like, it's funny because we go to the beach every single year with my family, but my husband and I in general are not really big beach people. So like doing a honeymoon to the beach was not really appealing to us because that's not really, I don't know, not really what we do. So, we had chosen Maine just because it was unique and it was beautiful, and we just got time and it was amazing. So when 10 years came along, we were like, we haven't gone on a trip, just the two of us, since having kids and all that. So let's go back. We loved it so much. It was so beautiful, that we decided to go back. And that's what we did at 10 years. We couldn't stay at the exact same place because actually the people that ran it retired, and it was no longer an option. But we were still able to find a cottage rental, and it was still amazing. And we had a great time. So that was 10 years. Last year, I think my parents maybe took the kids again, and we had like some days. I had a sneeze. I will edit out the sneeze so you don't have to hear me sneeze, but I just sneezed. So it was kind of that weird, like, what am I doing? So last year we didn't do anything, and this year we're not doing anything. And we were actually talking about, when we were on our road trip, my husband and I started talking about 20 years, which is 8 years away, which is a long time and not all at the same time. On one hand, it doesn't feel very long. On the other hand, I wanted to slow way down because my oldest will be 18 and graduating from high school. And it's like, not sure I'm going to be ready for that, but that'll be 20 years. And we were talking about doing an Alaskan cruise maybe at 20 years. So we'll see. We didn't, you know, my husband was actually surprised because I'm extremely claustrophobic. And it's funny because if I were to go, when I go to like his parents' house, which is a little bit in the middle of nowhere, I actually get extremely claustrophobic there because I don't like feeling trapped. I don't like feeling like they're so far from help. I don't know if that sounds weird. I am actually literally claustrophobic of small spaces and getting trapped in things, but it also apparently is on the same line of like being in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm always on a constant panic of like, what if my kid fell down and broke their arm? What if they hit their head? What if this happened? And you know, there's life flight and we're not impossibly far from things, but it's a long way out there for something to happen. So I get like real claustrophobic, like 2 out of the 3 of my kids have never been stung by bees. What if this is the moment that I find out that they're allergic to bees, you know? So I hit a little bit of panic when I'm in the middle of nowhere. So my husband was like, I thought that would be the case with like the idea of being on a cruise ship. And I said, well, it's slightly different than literally being in the middle of nowhere because there is help on the ship, first of all, but also it's not the same. So I don't know. It's something that we were toying with, at least starting to save for a trip of some kind, very possibly a Alaskan cruise, because that would be amazing. So anyway, I rambled on long enough about that. Long story short, we just celebrated our 12th anniversary. And this is it. I laugh, but I had Rapatha this week. I guess I could write the kids come home on Tuesday. And there's nothing else. There's literally nothing else. So I guess I'll mark that the kids are coming home this day, somewhere in the afternoon. And that's all that I have for this next week. We have to start getting ready. I need to start gathering and packing and, you know, that kind of thing for our beach trip, which is in July. But beyond that, like, I don't know why I'm looking over here. There's no boxes there. I know this. Beyond that, there's really nothing happening this week. It's a pretty quiet week. We'll probably I've been trying to take the kids out to do an activity at least like once. Sorry, I'm shifting. At least once a week. So last week we went to the movies. The week before that, well, we were on our trip. The week before that, we went to the library. So different, you know, at least one thing a week. I don't know what we'll do this week. They get back on Tuesday, so it doesn't give us a lot of days. We might try to I might do the library this week, just so we have some books before we go to the beach. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So let's mark kids home. And then we'll do a little decorating and, oh, it's not that kind of pen. And then we'll call it good because that's all I have. I don't actually have a ton of, I'll put this away, of deco left because I've been using it heavily in my journal. There's some here. And I also do have some rub-ons that I haven't used. So I do have, I guess I could pull out those. Let's pull out these as well, the die cuts, and see if there's anything in here, because I don't usually use the die cuts quite as much because they're bulky. And actually I did subscribe to the journaling kit. I don't know if I might eventually drop another one of these kits. I wanted to leave it as it was just so I can kind of get a feel for what I have. And I kind of like the lighthouse. Kind of get a feel for what I have and how I want to use it before I start dropping stuff, and then I can figure out what I use, what I don't use, and then start getting rid of subscriptions. But I'm really excited about the journaling kit because obviously I use this stuff to journal, so it kind of makes sense. I was kind of thinking these cameras, at least a camera here. I feel like there was a black and white camera or another black and white something, but I must have used it somewhere. I also put that on really crooked, but we're just going to ignore that. And yeah, it looks crooked to me. Maybe it's not crooked. Maybe I'm crooked, but it looks crooked. So we're going to put that there. And maybe a quote. I wonder if I could get this up. Probably not, because it is a die cut. Ripping my page. And yes, I just realized I didn't put my date covers on. We'll remedy that in a moment. Give me just a second. There we go. So there we go. And then we'll put this like right here and just chop off that little. I mean, my page is a little bit wonkety now, but I don't care. Probably because I didn't put it down completely flat, so kind of, you can't win. Let's put the scissors down. There we go. And yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But I don't think so. I think I'm just going to keep it real simple. I know that I don't have a lot going on this week, but, you know, I've been keeping my daily or my weeklies like super simple lately, so I think I'm just gonna leave it at this. Oh dang it, date covers. I try to forget again. Here we go. I mean, I don't have them for like over there, but that's okay. So we'll just, I mean, I guess I technically do because I have the July kit stuff that I could use. What color are the July kit ones? Let me dig. Hold on. Oh, I used the different ones. So they would be this color, which feels way out of left field. Let's not. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave it at this because it's super simple, and yeah. So, all right, I think this is it. It's kind of a boring plan with me, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it anyway, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.